I'm Luke Kerfuffle, and why are we scared of... In many creepypastas and online horror stories, glitches occur with malicious intent. Perhaps your game cartridge is cursed or infested by some demonic presence. Using the means it has, it attempts to commune with you, to reach you. This imbues the glitches with intent, grants them a meaning and a purpose, but in reality, they mean nothing. They occur by happenstance, symptoms of a problem in some element of the game's inner workings. So if that's the case, why am I here? Waiting for her to turn around. We don't get to decide the art that brings us comfort. Most often that art finds us. I first played Honkai Star Rail the day it was released, April 26, 2023. It was my last month of college and my life was falling apart. I had no idea where to go or what to do, but becoming a member of the Astral Express, journeying the stars with my newfound companions, saving worlds and making new friends, it gave me something to look forward to. 2023 was the hardest year of my life, and by the end of it I had lost everything. But a little game on my phone made me feel like I could change that I could blaze my own trail, reach the end of the story in my own way. I now have over 200 hours in the game, and I've never seen this. Today's been a really tough day. I needed some comfort. I booted up Star Rail just to grind some materials. I had played for about 20 minutes when I got stuck on a loading screen in the battle. This has happened before when playing on console, so I just stepped away to wait it out. It fixed itself last time, but when I looked back at the screen this time, I was here. This character is named Castries, and she's death incarnate. Below her and in the distance are blurry pixelated shapes which seem to form mountains, and above her is a darkened sky speckled with stars. All that can be heard is the sound of wind. I can't move the camera, I can't move Castries, I can't do anything. I'm just frozen here. I've been stuck here with Castries for over an hour now as I write this script, waiting for something, anything to happen, to release me from this in-between. But unlike the creepypastas I read as a child, nothing's happening. There's no message hidden in the wind, no words formed by the stars. Castries isn't slowly turning around. This glitch isn't trying to speak to me. So why am I listening? Being an avid fan of Deltarune has trained me to read into moments like this. Because in Deltarune, these moments happen because of you. Glitches are a symptom of your unwillingness to meet the game at its level, the manner in which you push it to its absolute limit, trying to see every little detail, trying to solve its puzzle. There's a secret path in this game called the Sword Route, in which the character you control controls a character you control as you force them to massacre the population of this game within a game. As you go on, as you break the game further, it gets weirder and weirder. You find dark rooms with hidden messages, faces melded into the shadows, and then at the end, something in the game speaks to you. Well, not to you, to Chris, the second layer of reality. It says, Chris, oh Chris, is it fun, Chris, playing around like this? Do you think it'll get you what you want? No. Part of you is just enjoying this, isn't it? The same part of you that enjoyed yesterday, knowing you could say it wasn't really you. Deltarune is constantly, intentionally exploring the relationship between the art, the artist, and the audience, to the point that even its so-called glitches serve as carefully crafted commentary on your interactions with these characters in this world and their reactions to your control. It's my favorite game ever made, and yet when things get dark, I still return to Star Rail. Every so often, Castries will do her idle animation. Something is supposed to happen during it, but whatever's wrong with the game won't allow it. So she just snaps her fingers, looks to her left, and gently extends her hand. I can't even remember what this animation was supposed to look like. All I see now is her reaching out to nothing, hoping something is there, and finding out it never is. But her internal clock keeps ticking, and in another minute, she'll look again. Maybe she'll find something this time. I have a complicated relationship with Honkai Star Rail. Its story, characters, and world mean so much to me, and these elements have helped me through some incredibly dark times. But sadly, the game preys on that connection. It's a gacha game, which means it locks most of its characters behind gambling. In order to get the characters you want, you have to pull for them. The game gives you some of the premium currency you need to do so for free. That's how I was able to get Castries, one of my favorite characters, but then they released an outfit for her. A beautiful butterfly-themed ball gown. I couldn't use the kind of premium currency the game gives you for free on that, so I spent $15 I didn't really have. It's incredibly predatory. Over the 3 years I've played, I think I've spent almost $300 on this game. And the most horrifying part is that's nothing compared to what the game wants me to spend. The game is free to play, sure, but not if you want to keep up with the meta. Not if you want to have the strongest team, not if you want your favorite characters, or their cool new outfits, or their exclusive equipment, not if you want the full experience. Anyone who loves a gacha game knows it's a toxic relationship, but we keep coming back. For most of us, it's because we love the art that's on display. The art made by real, talented artists. The art locked behind a paywall. The art that's so good the billion-dollar company dangles it in front of us because it knows we'll want it. But hey, what's $5 here and there if it brings me a little joy? What's $10? What's $20? What's $100? I want this. I need this. I come back to this game when I'm in a dark place. When I'm at my most vulnerable. It knows that. It encourages that. Make sure to log in every day so you don't waste your limited energy. Be sure to buy the best deal in the game, a $5 subscription that makes you log in every day to receive all its currency. Don't miss out on your opportunity to do weekly missions to level up your battle pass. And hey, once it's high enough, pay at least $10 so you can get all the rewards since you've already invested so much time into it. Also, you can make sure to pull this character before they're gone. After all, you never know if or when they'll come back. It just wears at you, grinds you down until all of a sudden a piece of art that you love and that shaped you makes you feel nothing. I'm scared to turn off the game because some part of me fears I'll leave her there. That this version of her will be trapped in the sky above shapeless mountains, accompanied by nothing but the roaring wind, always reaching out for something that will never be. Deltarune has taught me to read into moments like this. So even though there is no intentionality to be found here, it has become infused with meaning. And in the jagged cliffs and starry sky, I've begun to see a reflection of myself. A mirror which reveals that I'm still a version of myself I thought I'd forgotten. I feel like I never really left 2023. That I'm still trapped there, that I always will be. It's a feeling that exists deep within my bones, a simultaneous compulsion to flee and to freeze, a fear that the things and the people that hurt me are at once just behind and just ahead, when in reality, they're right here. In my self-induced stasis, I inevitably fall into the patterns familiar to the version of myself stuck in between. I find people that treat me like those who hurt me. I put myself into situations that will burn me out until I have nothing left. And when the people and situations do exactly what I knew they would, I seek comfort from the things that aren't good for me, that never really were. I realize now I must find some comfort in this purgatory. It's knowable. It's safe. It's a harbor for some part of me that has to die so the rest of me can live. But he doesn't want to go, and I don't want to leave him. Perhaps he can find peace here, above the blue mountains, beneath the star-filled sky. I know I'll have to shut it off eventually. Time is a fickle thing, and it's always moving, even when you're not. I could stay here, unmoving, staring at the glow of my television, but eventually something would give. The power would shut off, my roommates would wake up, the sun would rise, and the moment would be lost. So perhaps it's more powerful to say goodbye to this moment on my own terms. Tomorrow, I'll move forward. I'll make a choice. I'll shape my future and strive to make it better, but for just a little while longer, I want to wait here with her. Because for this moment, this is all that matters. In this moment, this is my life. Someone stuck in between, staring at someone stuck in between, both waiting for something to give, waiting for someone to turn around. Thanks for watching.